So, ladies and gentlemen, a little story on this podcast. Many, many years ago, someone was arguing with my father that Montreal had drafted three of the Hunter brothers that played. Dale was not drafted by the Montreal Canadiens. Mark played with Montreal. But maybe the most underrated of the Hunter brothers was a pick of the Montreal Canadiens, actually 17 overall in the 78 draft. We're going to talk about the legend of Dave Hunter. Now, Dave Hunter, was born January 1st, 1958 in Petrolia, Ontario, and was raised in Oil Springs, Ontario. Now, he won 3 Stanley Cups with the Oilers in the 80s as a very rugged player, and he also later spent time with the Pittsburgh Penguins and Winnipeg Jets. Now, the Montreal Canadiens' second overall pick in 78 was hoping that we're going to get Dave to play with the big squad. And what really happened with Dave, he had a great career with the Sudbury Wolves as a forward. And he was eventually drafted after his 78 season, where he had 88 points in 68 games, including 44 goals. Now, the 79 season was kind of bizarre. Hunter was drafted by Montreal, but ended up with the Oilers of the WHA. He decided to be not signed with Montreal, and the rights again were acquired by Edmonton. He started his pro career with the Dallas Blackhawks, 7 points, moved on to Edmonton that last season with 7 goals, 25 assists for 32 points. But ladies and gentlemen, in the 79-80 season, Edmonton was only allowed to bring along so many players from the last squad that made the AFCO Cup, like the Gretzky team, as I call it. Oilers management decided they're going to bring him over, and his rookie NHL season, or overage rookie, 43 points, including 12 goals. Now, Dave Hunter is what we would commonly call, not say a grinder, but a very, very good defensive player, good on offense, scored the occasional big goal, but in the playoffs, especially in their cup runs, he really, really stood out. And I think back to their first cup in 1984, where in the playoffs he overachieved. He had 10 points in 17 games, including 5 goals. 85, again, another big season, 7 points in the playoffs after 17 games in a regular season. See, Hunter was always doing something. He was always making a check. He was always, trying to stop the best offensive players of the other squad. Now, but what really helped with his prominence too, when the World Junior Hockey Championships involved Canada, the rebirth of that program, 77 was a big year for him. Played with Team Canada at the World Juniors, had a very impressive total of 6 goals and 2 assists for 8 points. But he started his pro career with Edmonton, and in a shortened 89 season for him with Edmonton, he finished his career with them. Impressive totals: 323 points in 746 games, including 133 goals. Playoffs, 105 games, great totals. 16 goals, 24 assists for 40 points. So, but it's kind of sad though. He went over to Pittsburgh in '88. Edmonton won that cup, but we talk about the big players with Edmonton, but players like Hunter really made sure that if Gretzky needed a double shift for Messier, Hunter would always add something to Edmonton's offense. And a team like Edmonton, when you're scoring 22 goals and you're getting a regular shift, you must be good. And Dave Hunter was very, very good. So, thanks for listening. Have a good evening. Bye.